Welcome to our channel. These are rare photographs from history, presented with context and accuracy. To see more historical photos, you can subscribe to our channel. A child is being indoctrinated into the Ku Klux Klan in Macon, Georgia, 1946. A black girl and a white girl joining hands while riding the bus together during the initial phases of the integration of the school system in Boston, Massachusetts, September 1975. A group of German soldiers pose with 3 Indian Olympic athletes, Berlin, 1936. A Kwakiutl shaman performs a religious ritual, 1914. A large group of protesters disrupted the Klan's march, resulting in at least 2 encounters between the two groups, 1977. A Leningrad prison cell, Russia, 1991. A model poses for artists while working on an advertising billboard, New York, 1947. A student protester placing a flower on the uniform of a riot policeman, a symbolic gesture of peace, France, 1968. A teacher instructs a segregated class of black students at a poorly funded one-room school in Georgia, 1941. Adolf Hitler saluting the body of Reich Security Director Reinhard Heydrich at his funeral following his assassination by Czechoslovak agents, 1942. Heydrich, who Hitler called the man with the iron heart. Albert Einstein and legendary actor Charlie Chaplin in 1931 at the premiere of Charlie's movie City Lights. American Marines throw grenades in the heat of battle on Saipan Island, 1944. American soldiers from the 2nd Infantry Division with captured Germans in Leipzig, April 1945. An anti-communist Romanian civilian aims his PSL rifle during the Romanian Revolution, Bucharest, December 1989. An Odessa lady removes Romanian Adolf Hitler street sign, 1944. Captain Herbert Sobel of Band of Brothers infamy with his infant son, 1946. Chief of Staff Dick Cheney takes Ford for President staff to a Dallas amusement park, 1976. Chinese Americans protesting against iron shipments to Japan, 1939. Deportation of Soviet women from Kiev to Germany, 1942. Estonian female gorilla doing laundry next to their hideout in the woods of central Estonia, 1953. Fidel Castro in the Kremlin with Khrushchev, a cigar in hand, 2 Rolex watches on his wrists. French soldier posing for a photograph inside the Fort de Vaux at Verdun, November 1916. Japanese soldiers in gas masks and rubber gloves during a chemical attack, the Second Battle of Shanghai, 1937. John Howard Crocker and his wife Rita camping at Couchiching in Ontario, Canada, 1905. Kim Jong-un's fake Brazilian passport, which he allegedly used for traveling abroad. Mass grave for the dead Lakota following the Wounded Knee Massacre, South Dakota, January 1891. Members of the anti-fascist Servi family. They were peasant farmers whose 7 sons were executed by firing squad as reprisals for 2 fascist officials killed earlier, 1935. Midwife delivering a baby, December 1951. Mohammad Reza Pahlavi with his wife, 1953. Mother with her sleeping baby sit at the edge of where they are allowed to be, 1950s. Oval Office with red rug, November 1963. Patrons at the El Dorado, a popular LGBTQ cabaret in Berlin during the Weimar years, 1929. Photograph from a historical investigation showing the preservation and examination of a human head. Portrait of a geisha in a winter outfit. President Nixon with Prince Charles, July 1970. Prison building in Bukhara, Russian Empire, 1911. Rare photo of US President Woodrow Wilson in which his famously bad teeth can be seen, 1910. Residents of Amsterdam take cover behind lampposts at Dam Square during a German troops shooting, 1945. Separatist forces during the Battle of Bender in the Transnistrian War, 1992. Soviet and American soldiers celebrate victory together, May 1945. Soviet female soldier providing first aid to a wounded male soldier during the Battle of Stalingrad in World War II. Soviet soldiers are replaced by Americans at the prison for war criminals in Spandau, West Berlin, 1950. Sputnik-type car used by the Italian Communist Party during the 1958 Italian general elections. Student protest against the Vietnam War, October 1969. Teenagers are building barricades preparing to defend the city, Odessa, August 1941. The body of Dom Pedro II, the last emperor of Brazil, who died in exile 2 years after being overthrown, 1891. He was a leading intellectual of his time, regarded by some as a savant, and spoke 14 languages. The citizens of Auckland welcome battlecruiser HMS Renown during her visit to New Zealand, April 1920. The Mingun Bell, Myanmar, 1873. It was the heaviest functioning bell in the world at several times in history. US President Dwight Eisenhower meeting with civil rights leaders including Martin Luther King Jr. after signing the 1960 Civil Rights Act into law. US soldier composing a letter within a shelled-out wall, Chateau Thierry, 1918. Vogue editor turned NJ Congresswoman Millicent Fenwick smoking her pipe during an ethics committee hearing, 1978. Warren G. Harding playing the tuba after being selected as Republican nominee, 1920. Women on the assembly line for submachine guns, Moscow, 1943.